The other set of planning sketches you're going to do for this assignment are working with a composition. So here's my found composition. Frankly, it's not that great, but I wanted to be able to show it to you in the sketchbook. You can work off of an image from the interwebs. You can work off of a picture from a book. It can be an artwork. It can be a photo that you took, whatever. It can be an ad, that's fine. Make sure it's not super simple, because what we're gonna try to do is replicate that composition. And I wanna show you a couple things I did here. One is I replicated this in two different ways. So here I have outlined the simple shapes, and so you can see the people. I've try to replicate the outlines of each of those people. And then I've given you some of the information about the background. I've given you some of the tables, but I've also simplified and combined things. For example, this lady here, her paper and her backpack becomes part of her. This table here, the paper becomes part of it. Just thought that was an interesting mark. And then these tables, these tables kind of combine together. I've left out information about what's going on behind here. I've left out these people's clothing and stuff like that. That's fine. Now, remember we talked about how designs can be done different ways. Down here, I've approached this particular design from two different approaches. So here I was circling forms, masses, bodies, tables, etc. Down here, I've looked at dark and light. So I've identified dark areas, which in this case, his shirt is separate from his hair, but his hair is connected to her shirt. So I've identified this blob of clothing, this blob of kind of shirt, hair, ladies' clothing, knees. And notice I've left out some things, so I just didn't bother with the hair. Notice that's what's happening here is this one has become a more abstract design, whereas this one is still fairly recognizable as people. Now, I've shown you two examples because I am one person, and actually I did another version on the next page. You are going to give me several versions, and yours may be, we all have a perspective that we're coming from. So you may approach it in a way that I didn't demonstrate right here. You may notice different things.